Hi guys, I am not at home. Can you tell? I mean, in my home. I'm in a space, I'm not outside. Hold on, I gotta share this to my page, blah, blah, blah. I'm actually in New York. And as a lot of you know, I usually live in California, so I flew in. I don't know if you guys caught the Daily Glow an hour ago, and I'm gonna be on the Daily Glow tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm trying to keep all the days of the week straight. So tune in, because it's an awesome show hosted by 3 amazing ladies, so you should totally watch that. I'm gonna find this, oh, here we go, so that I can read your comments. I wanted to address something really fast. Hi, Victoria. And then I'll read your comments and we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. But can we just really fast go over like the basic thing that for some reason a lot of women, and I know men do it too, but I feel like women are better at this. The whole jealousy and competing and comparing, can we just cut it out, please? Please, can we cut it out? I don't know if it's getting worse or if I'm just more aware of it because I'm also raising 2 sons and a daughter, and I don't want my daughter to be comparing herself and competing and jealous. I mean, so many women, a beautiful woman walks in the room and immediately it's like, I want to find something bad about her because I'm jealous. We got to stop that. We got to stop that, and especially if you are mothers, stop it. Because seriously, your daughters are watching. And again, I know men can get jealous of each other and compete and compare, but I think, give me a thumbs up if you think women win at this. Like, we win. We are so much better at just putting each other down, and I'm sick of it. We got to stop. Yeah, I'm getting thumbs up. I know. We keep wanting men to learn things from us. How about we learn some things from men? I think a few guys watching this are liking this. By the way, yes, I have my lunch here, and yes, I have a mug, and there's something in it. I don't disclose what it is. Use your imagination, because I haven't really eaten lunch today. So, hi, Jeanette. Hi, guys. Okay, what do you want to talk about? Do you guys want to stay on this topic? Do you want to talk about the jealousy and the comparing and competing, or should we move on? And by the way, here's the truth: a beautiful woman does not make you less beautiful. A successful woman does not make you less successful. There's enough room for everybody to thrive. There just is. So stop, focus on you. The same with the mom stuff. Don't compare yourself to other moms. Focus on you being the best version of you. I mean, this is so basic. I feel like I'm saying the same stuff that I say to my kids, but grown-ups aren't getting it. There's so much jealousy and putting each other down. And by the way, if you are putting someone down because you're insecure, that's only going to make you even more insecure. You realize that, right? Like, putting someone down will not make you a more confident person. You'll just feel like a piece of crap and then be even more insecure. So you're actually doing yourself a disservice. So if you don't even care about anybody else and you just care about yourself, do yourself a favor by not putting others down. Hi, Shannon. Oh, Catherine wants to stay on that topic. Catherine says, stay on that topic because it's something we as society need to discuss. I'm talking with my mouth full. Can you guys tell, or am I hiding it well enough? Naomi says, moms love to cut each other down. It's sad. And why? Why does it happen? Because for some, I don't know who told us that if we cut someone else down, it's going to make us feel better. First of all, it's not true. It might make you feel better for, I don't know, like a solid, I'm going to say 14.2 minutes. And then you're going to feel like a piece of crap, which you are. You are a piece of crap if you're putting people down. How's that for a truth bomb right there? You're a piece of crap if you're putting people down. Don't give me poop emojis now because I said crap. A lot of people want to stay on this topic. Interesting. Edward is asking about my shoes dangling. Are you guys seeing my shoes? Guys, I dressed up for you today. I shaved both armpits, not just one. A lot of times it's just one, but I got to both today because I didn't have to wake up and take care of children. I got up in a hotel room. And that was just different. I was like, who do I need to take care? Oh, just me. That's new and fun. Naomi says, you think after middle school the drama would be done. Sadly, at 40, it still happens. You know what someone told me when I was probably about 17, and it was a friend of my mom, and she was in her 50s probably at the time. And she said, just so you know, the whole female drama thing and women being snarky with each other and the gossiping and all that stuff, it never ends. And I remember looking at her and going like, no, that's gonna, as soon as I'm like out of the teen years, it's never gonna happen again. And she was right. There are some 90-year-old ladies in a retirement home right now putting each other down and bickering. I think it's time to stop, ladies. I think it's time to stop. Paula says, I hate when moms feel attacked when you're trying to point out something to actually be helpful, like, chill, I'm not hating on you. See, that's always like the iffy thing because, you know, unsolicited advice, like if they're asking for your advice, bring it. If they're not, maybe don't just blah, because what you have to understand is moms get it all the time. We get it from the mom, we get it from the mother-in-law, we get it from the grandma and the aunt and the neighbor and the preschool teacher and everybody's just, and the books and TV and shows, everyone's throwing like, this is the right way to be a mom and this is how you do it right. And you get to a point where you don't want another voice telling you exactly how to do it. It just becomes too much. And also, depending on how it's said, it's only going to make the mom feel smaller and less capable, and that sucks because every single mother I have ever met feels inadequate at times. And when I say at times, I mean like every single day. We just do because we want to do a perfect job at this and we can't because we're not perfect and there is no perfect parenting. And so when we screw up or, you know, and then we're being told by 10 people, well, this is the wrong way and this is how you should do that. You get what I'm saying? It's like there's so much noise. There's so much noise in our head. We just need everybody to calm down. Erica's making me feel better because Erica just says, sometimes I forget to put deodorant on both armpits. Yes. I mean, you know what? If you remember to get your kids dressed so they're not walking around naked in public and yourself dressed, like if you put pants on, hello, successful day. Have you fed your children? Successful day. Now on top of that, you have to remember to put deodorant in both armpits. It's a lot. Frankly, I think 2 armpits was like too much. One is enough. A lot of people have opinions on this topic. Britley says, I get put down and called a bad mom because I have tattoos. Really? Can everybody in Brittany's life, can you mind your own business? Like seriously. So yesterday when I was flying to New York, I was sitting next to a lady. I tweeted about this. I hope she's following me on Twitter. A lady that complained to the flight attendant about something so ridiculously small. I'm not even going to tell you the whole story because it's a long story, but it was so not important in the long scheme of things or the short scheme of things. And then and it was something that was completely out of the flight attendant's control, by the way. And she looked at the flight, like totally talking down to her. And then she was like, there's going to be problems. If you don't make this happen, there are going to be problems. And just kept saying it over and over again. Like, it's not important. It's not important. Everybody just calm down. Like we make a big deal about stuff. Like the people that are harassing Brittany about a tattoo. What does it matter? Does it really matter? Like, do you just have anger? Take it out on a pint of ice cream or go to therapy. But don't take it out on random, moms and random flight attendants, random people who are just trying to live their life. Stop it. There's way too much judgy and I need to open my mouth. I'm seeing hearts because I know you've been on the receiving end of it. I have been on the receiving end of it. Trust me. Kara says, every mother is adequate in their own individuality of mothering. I agree. Here's the thing. There's not one right way to do it. I'm talking about parenting. There's not one right way to parent. There just isn't. And there are kids that ended up being, thriving and amazing and successful, respectful, decent human beings. And same with another set of kids, and they grew up in completely different families with completely different rules. I mean, there are some basic things we need to provide for children. I think they do need guidance. They need love. They need boundaries. We need to, be there for them, and we need to be the ones to talk about everything, even when it's uncomfortable. There are basic things they need. But, whether you breastfeed or not, like, who cares? Who cares? Whether you have tattoos as a mom or not, like really, is that really going to impact the children? I'm still pissed at Brittany's friends or family or whoever who's giving her a hard time about tattoos. Yeah, a lot of moms. I'm seeing you guys. I'm seeing your comments. I'm seeing it. And here's the main thing I need you to see. You need to look at all these comments too. When we're done, I want some of you guys or all of you guys to go and read through these comments, because the one thing you're going to notice is, oh, I'm not the only one who's being given a hard time. And it just feels nice. Doesn't it feel nice to not feel alone? That's one of the things I really try to do through my videos for you guys is, oh my gosh, just make you feel less alone. For moms that are, and it goes for both stay-at-home moms and moms who work outside the home, it is your life. You go to work and you come home and you're with your kids, or you are with your kids all day and you are in this little bubble and it gets really lonely. It can get really freaking lonely. And you start feeling alone in all your crazy thoughts and all this stuff. And it's just nice to read these comments and go, oh my gosh, like somebody else is feeling that. And somebody else is getting judged and, you know, mother shamed. Have you guys seen my video that's called Mind Your Own Motherhood? I'm making t-shirts, guys. I'm just gonna stand on a corner of every street and just hand them out. Mind Your Own Motherhood. And then you can ship those to your mother-in-law or whoever's bothering you. Just a little subtle gift. By the way, I do have a great mother-in-law, so that was not a dig at my mother-in-law. She is amazing. And I need to have her on one of these live shows because, oh my goodness, talk about not sweating the small stuff. Like, that woman would not care if I was covered in tattoos. She wouldn't, she just doesn't sweat the small stuff. It's just not important. Actually, I'm gonna tell you a quick story about her because it goes along with this whole theme. And I hope that there are some mothers-in-law watching, and all of us moms might eventually be mothers-in-law. Okay, so as you guys know, I go through my divorce, I have my 2 little kids, and my life is blah. It's just a chaos. And then eventually I get better, blah, 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 and then I meet my current husband. And it gets serious, and he's like, let's go to Florida. I want you to meet my parents. So we fly to Florida. On the way there, I said to him, and this was the first time they were ever going to meet me. I've never talked to them on the phone before this, nothing. So on the way there, I tell him, listen, I want to talk to your mom at some point during this week, one-on-one, because you've never dated a girl with kids. You've never dated a girl who's divorced. Like, I have all this family drama going on, and I'm broke, and all this stuff. I just want to put her at ease. And he's like, yeah, sure, give it a couple days, get to know her, and then you can have a nice one-on-one chat with her. They pick us up from the airport, his parents. We go to a restaurant. I'm not joking, because I'm impulsive, people. I literally have no self-control. Within 5 minutes of us sitting down. So at this point, we've maybe known each other 15 minutes, and 10 of those was like in the car trying to get to a restaurant, not even really bonding. 5 minutes into the dinner, I'm like, I want to talk to you mom to mom. And my boyfriend at the time, husband now, shoots me this look like, seriously? So, like, you're not even going to, like, seriously now? And I said, listen, I just want to tell you that if my son came to me one day and said, I'm in love with this girl, she's divorced. It was not pretty, by the way. And she's got 2 little kids. And she is working a bunch of random jobs right now to try to make ends meet. She was almost homeless. Yeah. Ton of drama around her. Oh, and she was like really depressed, like really, really, really bad, losing her mind. And I'm totally in love with her, and I'm so excited about it. I said to his mom, that would not be maybe my ideal for like, oh, she sounds perfect. She's great. I'm so happy for you. So if you have any concerns, if you are worried, if you are, seeing red flags, bring it. Talk to me. I will not be offended. I will, I'm a mother. I will completely understand. Talk to me. Okay. Without taking a breath, my amazing mother-in-law leans in, and with that same, passion that I was talking with, she looks at me and she goes, and I want you to know that I don't care about your past. And I've never seen my son this happy. And if you marry my son, and I hope you do, those kids of yours are not just my son's wife's kids. They are my blood immediately. And I will treat them like I would a blood grandchild. So you need to know that. And that was it. Our relationship has been like that since. Here's my point. How many women, men, whoever, would judge that situation, right? And go, oh my gosh, she's not good enough. I have a problem with this and this and this and this. But she trusted her son's instincts. She trusted her son. She saw that he was happy. She, gave me a chance. And that's the thing, a lot of times we don't even give people a chance. Forget just family members. Forget just like the dating and marriage and all that. A woman walks into a room, and if there's something about her I don't know, there's something about her that's just too pretty or too put together. She's too this or too that. We judge her. We don't even give the woman a chance, right? Or we see a mother at the park and she's, seems like she's in a bad mood, or she just, raised her voice to her kid, and we're like, not even giving her a chance. She's one of those. We got to stop. Like, you don't know what kind of day that woman just had. She could have just found out that she has some huge medical problems or bills or something, and she's at the end. Like, she can't handle anything else, and now her kid just did something obnoxious, and she lost her temper. And you know what? We've all been there. We've all been there. So can we just give people a chance? Just give everybody a chance before you, push them out, before you judge them, before you just decide who they are. I'm so glad that my mother-in-law gave me a chance, because we have the best relationship now. And the other thing is, it started with this complete trust, right? It started with, I'm going to be blunt. I know you might have concerns. Let's talk about it. Okay, I get really excited about this story because I love my mother-in-law. Judy, are you watching? Judy's actually going to be with my kids all day tomorrow because I'm here again. A lot of you people have, a lot of you have mother-in-law issues. I did a video with my mother-in-law where she gave advice to mothers-in-law and basically said, this is their life, mind your own business, like, don't butt in. But I gotta say, and I've not made this video yet, I gotta say to daughters-in-law too, though, I think we get offended a little too quickly. Can I go there? Because I know a lot of you are like, no, bad-mouth mothers-in-law, don't say anything bad, don't blame us. But can I just say this? If your mother-in-law makes a suggestion in a non-judgy way, it just makes a suggestion, just hear it out. She's not telling you you're stupid or don't know how to do it. It's just that she's lived like a good 30 or more years longer than you, so she might, I would like to think, I'm 38, I would like to think I know more than an 8-year-old. I would like to think so, not on all days, but some days I know more than an 8-year-old. So maybe your mother-in-law, who's 30 years older than you, might have some good ideas. Just hear it out. You don't have to take the advice. You can just say, thank you so much. I'm gonna think about that. And then you don't have to do it. But don't immediately go, oh, she's judging me. She thinks I'm doing it wrong because she made a suggestion. Can you just admit it? Just admit it. We do that. Just admit it. Okay, let me read some comments. Sometimes I ignore you guys because I get all excited. And I don't even know how long. Okay, sorry. I'm checking time. I'm staring at my avocado sandwich. How good does this look? How good? Can you see it? You sort of see it? All right. Hold on. There's a lot of comments. Lisa says, my mother-in-law had a conversation with my husband when we were dating, since I had a son already, that it would be so complicated. She told you about? I don't understand the comment. But it is hard. Here's the thing. Again, the reason I wanted to have this talk with my mother-in-law straight on, because I was trying to think of her perspective too, right? A lot of times we only think about ourselves. Another thing we got to stop. I know being a human is so hard. There's so many things to think about. I hate adulting so much. But I wasn't going to go into it assuming that she's just going to be thrilled with me. Here I am, divorced with 2 kids and all this drama, and she's just going to be thrilled. Like, don't make those assumptions. So make the person feel comfortable. If you are a single mom and you are dating somebody and it's getting serious, have some compassion and have some understanding for your boyfriend's family and where they're coming from. And I think if you're just honest and say, listen, if you have concerns, I get it, let's talk. It just makes it easier than this unspoken thing, and then you're wondering what they're thinking, which, by the way, I hate more than anything. I grew up in Croatia. We're very blunt. We just say it. And I think there needs to be more of that. I think it can be said nicely, but with family members, just talk it out. These are my concerns. What are your concerns? Let's talk it out. Kim says, thank you for sharing your story. I'm going through a divorce, which has been very lengthy. Ugh, Kim, I'm so sorry. Divorce is like death. It really is. It sucks. Even amicable divorce is so hard, especially if there are kids involved. It's just so hard. So I'm sorry you're going through that. And I just lost your comment. No, I didn't. No child support, working several jobs. That was me. Hello. Have been nearly homeless. Oh my gosh, you're literally telling my story, Kim. And dating the most wonderful man in my life. But yet I feel I should have to explain myself all the time, and I know now I certainly don't. I don't need to be embarrassed of my previous experiences. Absolutely not. We carry so much shame as humans. Again, can we just write a list? Let's just write a list of all the reasons it is hard to human. Human? Can that be a verb? To human? You're right. I mean, I think we carry shame. I think people who have never been divorced carry shame. There's just so much shame sprinkled throughout. It's like it's everywhere, and it's annoying, and we carry it so heavily. And then on top of the shame we already have, we get divorced, and there's kids involved, and oh my gosh, we're breaking up a home, and then we have to hear about from all these people. Well, couldn't you make it work? I'm sure you could. This was my favorite. When I was going through my divorce, I'd have people come up to me and go, you know, my husband and I went through a really hard time, and we made it. We did. So maybe you could have too. Without knowing anything, without knowing nothing, no details, no reason why we were getting nothing. If we did it, you can do it. That's another thing I need you people to stop. And I'm sure there's a couple of you watching who have done that. You're not being helpful. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. Mind your own business. Mind your own motherhood. Mind your own business. Mind your own marriage. Just mind your own. I feel like I'm yelling at you guys today. Maybe it's because I haven't finished my avocado sandwich, and when I get hungry, I get angry. Pearl says, thanks for the perspective. This is the thing. I think we would all be better people if we just had a little more perspective. Like, where is this person coming from? Again, back to the whole jealousy and comparing and competing thing. Like, if you just stop in that moment, and whoever you're jealous of or whatever, like if you just stop for just a minute and think about where are they coming from? Like, a new person walks into work and everyone's, or, you know, like back when we were in school, a new kid walks into class, everyone's like, right? It starts with that. Who are they? How are they going to change things around here? Are they going to steal my friends? You know, we're immediately judging. Why can't our first thought be, oh my gosh, they're new. That's hard and that's awkward. What can I do to help? Same thing if a new person walks into work. Or if a new mommy joins the mommy group, right? Why can't the first thought always be give? Let's give to them. What do they need? How can I help? Instead, it's all about like me. How's it going to affect me? And that's where that's born. That's where the comparing and competing and all that. And here's the reason. Here's the reason you compare yourself to other women. Here's the reason you compete with other women. Here's the reason you're jealous. It has nothing to do with the other woman. It has to do with the fact that you don't feel good enough. Bottom line, you don't feel good enough. It's all about you. So work on feeling good enough. And good enough doesn't have to be amazing and perfect, because perfect doesn't exist. But work on feeling good enough. Good enough. Not perfect, but I'm good enough. And when you can have that kind of confidence, then you won't feel the need to put other people down. Because again, our kids are watching this. They are watching us. And also, if you're jealous of other women, like, oh, I don't like beautiful women around my husband, so I'm going to treat them like crap. You do realize that's an issue with your husband. Like take that on with your husband. Please don't put the other women down. Like, what do you want them to do? Like, get run over by a car for you so they can not look as perfect for you? Like, seriously, stop. I'm trying to find, you guys are just commenting and I love it. I'm trying to find questions. No one's asking. Everyone's just agreeing. Stop agreeing with me. Ask me something. Disagree with me. We're kind of switching gears a little bit, but how long does it actually take to trust again after a divorce, kids involved? Can you ever get rid of trust issues? Oh, that is heavy. I could talk about that for an hour, but there's not a formula, unfortunately. It's not like, oh, you've been divorced for 4 months and 3 days. This is where your trust issues end. It so depends on what you've been through and how long have you been with this person, and have you had trust issues even before this, and what's going on now, and how much have you been able to move on? I mean, every situation is individual. This is one thing I'm going to say. I said it before, and I know some people don't like it, blah, blah. I can just tell you what worked for me. I personally am against just bringing random people into your life, into your kid's life that you're dating after a divorce, after a breakup, because your kid, it's just not good for the kids. So go, date, great. But you don't need to be moving in a different guy every few months, or even bringing a different guy in to hang out with your kids, because then you're having to explain to your kids, like, okay, I know you really liked him and you bonded with him, but he's out too. So now you don't have your dad here full time, and now you don't have that guy and that guy and that guy and that guy and that guy, and they're just coming and going. Just wait till it's really serious and you feel solid about this, and then introduce your kids into it. Think about it. The amount of relationships that break up, it's a huge percentage, right? Why bring your kids through the breakup too? They don't need to be dealing with mommy's breakup. It's hard enough for you know how hard it is to deal with a breakup. Why put your kid through it? And kids are going to want to bond with whoever you bring. Kids love to bond. Kids love being close to adults. Kids love feeling loved. Kids love attention. Don't give them something that might be ripped out again. So just wait till it's solid. I know it's hard. I know I know it's really cute. Oh, my boyfriend's so cute, or my kids. And I know it's all cute and fun. But you got to think long term. There's a new video of mine coming up called Happy Now versus Happy Later. And it's about how I can't worry about my kids being happy always in this very moment, because things that will make them happy right now, me worrying about always making them happy right in this moment, might make them happy long term, because they might turn into spoiled brats, etc. But it's the same with us. We worry about right now, what's cute right now, what feels good right now. And when you have kids, you have to also think about what is better in the long term, what is healthier in the long term. My accent is coming out because I'm jet lagged and tired. Can you guys hear it? I'm just going to do the rest of the show like this. I'm just going to talk with my accent. It's going to be easier. Mark is asking why I got divorced. Mark, you know what? I'm very open with you guys. As you know about a million things, I will not disrespect other people in my life by talking about things where there's two sides of the story, do you know what I mean? I chose to be in the public eye. I choose to be open and share everything, but I'm not going to throw somebody else in there. And honestly, I think that should go for people who aren't in the public eye and get divorced. Share with your close loved ones and your therapist and whoever, and vent and get it out. But don't just go around bad-mouthing people or whatever, because it's just unfair, in my opinion. Helen says, what are your favorite date activities when you get a no-kid evening? Oh my gosh. Anything, because I don't have to worry about other humans. Have you guys heard me talk about the first date idea, where you pretend you're going on a first? It's too long to explain right now. But basically, you pretend you're going on a first date, and you go to a new place, and you end up talking about all these new things that you've never talked about before. Also, I do these random 3 acts of kindness with my kids, but I also have done it with my husband. It's the funnest thing. You get in the car, no plan, and basically you give yourself like a time limit. In the next 2 hours, we got to complete 3 random acts of kindness, and you're literally driving around town trying to find like things to do. I mean, of course, a nice dinner out with a margarita or a vodka or a martini, I don't discriminate, is also nice. But if you want something more active, that's always fun. Let me see. I just saw another one that I wanted to address, but I might have lost it. Hold on. I'm not good at multitasking. Diane says, have you had counseling to help you through some of your life experiences? Yes. And this is something I mentioned in a video. Did you guys see the video I shot in my car? Because my kids were being loud and I needed quiet. It's called Good Enough. And I talked about going to therapy. And after that, I got a lot of questions of like, how could you afford therapy? So this is what you guys need to know. Universities have, you call up a university, you call up a marriage family department or whatever they have. And basically when you're getting your degree in therapy, you have to put in a certain amount of hours. And so you finished all your studying and all that, they just might not have as much experience, but they have to put in a certain amount of hours. And a lot of times this is either free, like they will be your therapist to put in the hours, or it's dirt cheap. So if you are desperate and you're like, I need to talk to someone, look into that, call up local universities. And sometimes they'll actually know therapists who occasionally will take someone pro bono. There are so many services out there that I feel like moms, dads, grandparents, whoever, who are struggling don't take advantage of. You just gotta call around. I mean, I was constantly calling for help. Like, do you know anybody? I called a women's shelter once, and I didn't need to go to the shelter, but I just wanted to know if they knew of any resources for me. And they had some great resources. So just call up and just say, hey, I don't need to come into the shelter, but I just want to know, is there an organization that does this? Do you know any therapists that could take me for free? Do you know any support groups? You can find so much out, especially now with social media, with Facebook, there's so much to find out. I'm gonna go, you guys. I've been talking so much, and I'm so sorry that I can't read all your comments and answer all your questions. But I love that you're here with me every Monday. Next Monday, I will be back at my house, probably in my pajamas. I cannot promise that I will shave that day. Not promising anything. And also, don't forget, tomorrow and Wednesday, tune into the Daily Glow. Hold on, because I know my brain isn't completely dead. Hold on. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. California time, West Coast time. So I'll see you there. All right.